So we've just heard the Chancellor's summer economic statement, or as he called it, the plan for jobs. And there are only two tax measures in it. Both of them are there to boost the economy and protect jobs. The first one is an increase in the nil rate band for stamp duty. If you fall within the nil rate band, you don't pay any stamp duty on your purchase of a house or a flat. And it's been increased, this is the good news, from £125,000 to £500,000. So the average UK house buyer buying the average UK house is going to save something like £2,500 on the purchase. If you're spending £500,000 or more, you're going to save £15,000. So the benefits are right across the spectrum of housing. Obviously, it's an attempt to kickstart the market, which has been very, very flat since the start of the pandemic, and also to encourage new house building. It applies to existing housing stock and, of course, new homes. The cut comes in on the 15th of July and carries on until the 31st of March. So it's quite a large window in which to make a purchase and will cost £3.8 billion. That's the Treasury estimate. The second one is even more interesting. It's a VAT rate cut, but not an across-the-board VAT rate cut on all goods and services, only on certain supplies made by certain sectors. And the VAT rate cut will come in on the 15th of July, as with the stamp duty one, and will carry on until the 12th of January. Not quite sure why they picked that date. I'm sure there's some logic to it somewhere. And it's a VAT rate cut down from 20% to 5%, so a very significant cut. But it only applies to the following sectors. It applies to food and non-alcoholic drinks sold by pubs, bars, restaurants, cafes, etc. It applies to accommodation, such as hotels. Clearly, these are all sectors that have been significantly impacted by the pandemic even. And it also applies to attractions such as cinemas and theme parks. To give you some idea of what it's worth, if you're taking a family of four to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, it'll save you something like £18, so it's certainly well worth having. The question, as with all such incentives to try and get us spending and try and protect jobs, is whether they will work, whether, for instance, theme parks are popular enough anyway without a VAT rate cut, or people just don't particularly want to go to hotels at the moment and therefore a VAT rate cut is going to have little or no impact. We don't know, but clearly the Treasury has been doing its homework, so we'll have to wait and see. The stamp duty cut is going to cost £3.8 billion. The VAT one is estimated to cost £4.1 billion, so quite significant numbers from a short summer economic statement.